Okay. Alright, so ignore the info I gave you on the job posting for this because you all opted to be pirates on the Diablolito. And so we will be doing a little different intro. For the four of you, let's go ahead and describe ourselves and what our character looks like before we jump into the game itself in our current scene. We will start with Sublime. If you would like to do the honor, just describe your general appearance and, maybe if you have a little back history. Otherwise, just maybe what your kind of focus is at your character, what you would think your day job is, if you will.
What I think my day job is?
Just that you're a mage or whatever. What's your archetype?
Oh, okay. Sure, yeah. Sublime is a mage. He is a Creole Creole human male. He's got black hair and dreads there, mustache. He's got some tattoos scattered about his body. On a hot day, you could probably see more of the picture as it goes from his neck down his back and arms here and there. He's pretty confident of himself, but will I don't know the right way to put it. It's better just to learn it and play. But yeah, he's a Santorian practicing mage.
Perfect. Mako, you want to describe your general appearance? What you
Yeah,
do?
Mako is an orc. He is the helmsman and apprentice engineer, so he's usually either driving the boat or holding this rust bucket together. He probably grew up in the streets of Florida, boosting cars with some small-time gangs. He got thrown into the prison system where he met some delightful pirates who told him romanticized stories of essentially free men on the open seas doing what they can to steal and to capture prizes and then spend their ill-gotten gains in exotic places. So he kind of got lured into pirating that way.
Perfect. Alright, Titan. Describe yourself, good sir.
Titan is a troll, and he is large, even considering among trolls. He is not the brightest tool in the box. It's not that he's dumb, just that he's a little slow in the uptake. He has an affinity for smashing things, so he's become very good at noting structural weaknesses. So they put him to work on weapon systems and making sure shit doesn't break down, or at least know when it's about to break down and need to be fixed. And yeah,
Excellent. Capsize, how about yourself?
So Capsize is a gnome, so he is a small stature. Has the beard and the somewhat waved hair to the side. He's a technomancer. Has some charisma about him. He's probably working around Cuba before he got, let's say, coerced into working for the pirates. So he does it. He sees the adventure in it, but it maybe wasn't that all that at the start. But he's there now.
Perfect. Alright, as I mentioned in the chat there, everyone starts with 3 plot points. If I forgot to tell you that before we started, you can put that on your sheet. We will talk further about using those in games. I have put in Roll20 some general rules thread in the handout section, so you can quick reference how you can use those various things, including plot points and edge, as well as how movement works and ranges in the game. So, I will describe what was happening to you probably a mere few hours from where you're currently at. You were on your pirate ship, the Diablo Lito. You had, under your captain, you had been hired to steal some zombie powder, which you successfully did. The ship that you attacked in an epic battle was sank to the bottom of the ocean and gone missing as you loaded up your hull and shoved it onto your ship. That was probably about a day ago. This evening, though, a thick mist rolled in and a storm started overhead. And it is currently thundering, and there's a crack of sound, and there's lightning everywhere. The mist itself was surrounded your ship, but is not generally over the ocean or anything of that nature. You were all soundly asleep in your bed or on watch, depending on what your job was. And I say soundly asleep by as much as you can be in the middle of a storm. Alright? And then for a moment, it seemed like some of the weather calmed for just a second. You guys thought we were on the other side, and people kind of drifted into sleep peacefully, a handful of people remaining on watch. I will leave it up to your characters to decide if you were on watch that night. But a thick fog kind of rolled in, and it just kind of covered the ship itself. And there was this silence, kind of cold, despite the warm nights that you were normally used to in this time of year. And you're not quite sure what happened. There was chaos and gunshots and screaming and yelling. There was a large battle going on, and you just know you saw many of your crewmates dead as you woke up and sprang from your bunks or looked from your outpost. And there were just bodies filling up everywhere. It seemed like you were being attacked out of nowhere. Some of your own crewmates turned on you as well and were attacking you. One of the senior members, Attila, yelled that there was potentially a mutiny and looked at several of you to get, your weapons and defend your captain. And as the fight continued and this bloody mess went on and on and on, Attila realized that something was really wrong. The storm sort of came back, but there was not a cloud in the sky, and there was this massive confusion. And he grabbed several of you and started yelling at getting your attention as you fight by his side to jump overboard, that the ship was lost. As these horrific events just started happening, it's like one of your crewmates' chest exploded. Another one went down, clearly dead, and then stood back up, as if to rise from the grave. And it was clear that you would all be killed, and many people then just started jumping overboard and decided to take their chances in the water versus face this horror again. So that is where you find yourself. You're in the water. The ship that you were on has sailed on ahead. You've lost sight of it now. Kind of the blackness has sunk in. The water is... it's very dark and difficult to see, but you know from the voices that there are at least 7 of you inside or in the water, and the sharks have begun to circle around you. You could hear them swimming. You heard one person get grabbed and pulled under and making splashing noises as one of them, the sharks may be moving up against you, and you know they're in the water. So that's where you're at right now. What do you want to
And who is this Attila person? To us?
Attila is one of the senior members on your pirate crew. He is, we will call him the quartermaster for this sake.
Is he represented somewhere here?
Yeah, he's this guy over here. This red gentleman, barely wearing any clothes, having just jumped up from his bed, holding a sword, but now he's unarmed. What do you want to do? We'll start with Sublime.
What's the time of day and weather like?
It is probably sometime after midnight. It is completely dark. The skies, though, appear to be clear here. The chaos that was with the ship and was on that did not stay behind. The weather appears to be, for the most part, have cleared.
Okay. I want to look around and try to find something to to climb up on to get out of the water if there's any debris or anything at all in the water?
No, you do not say of any sense of any debris or anything of that nature. The ship was still intact when it sailed away.
Oh, okay.
We can skip if you want and go to Mako if you want to think about what you want to do.
I mean, is there any land or anything nearby?
Nope, you're completely out in the ocean, being surrounded by sharks.
Okay, then I'll just call out to the others, specifically towards Attila, and say, well, that was brilliant, and what now?
He'll yak at you. Fight for your life, boy, and swim. We'll find a plan and get out of this.
Alright, I can see these sharks swirling around us?
Yeah, you know the sharks are starting to swirl around. You've heard people being grabbed and pulled under the water, screaming and trying to fight for their life.
Alright, then I'll just kind of smirk at in Attila's direction, and then like look for the shark past him, and just fling some acid over his shoulder.
Okay, you can do that. You
Do an acid stream.
Absolutely. Alright. Let me find my sharks. You were doing this one down here? Let's throw
At
his defense.
4 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, you get 3 net hits.
So he'll take 6p, and if he has any armor, the net hits will go past it.
Yeah, I think 3 net hits go past it, so he'll take...
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have some armor. He's got a tough
Okay.
skinny
If he
hide,
does have armor,
but,
if he does have armor, then I believe it does an additional +2 for acid stream.
Ooh, okay, perfect. Then essentially your acid stream will eat through his armor and easily take 6 points of physical damage to his fishy flesh.
Yeah, if he only has 2 armor, then that gets eaten up by the bonus from acid stream, and then he'll take the full 6 to his flesh.
Alright, he does so. Make sure I did that right. Excellent. Alright, yeah, he does. He is looking, you smell blood in the water, and it must be from the shark this time. We do this, like, cool acid effect. Oh, roll 20 is not working for me. Okay, anywho, we will go on to Mako. What do you want to do?
Alright, well, Mako's probably treading water at this point. He's not a super strong swimmer. Did you say we had our weapons ready when we started to bail overboard?
Yes, you were in a fight for your life on your ship before bailing overboard, so you probably have at least your weapons and whatever gear you have on you.
Okay, well, I imagine his weapon's kind of large. It's a pneumatic bolt thrower, essentially a piston-driven kind of scrap hunk that he's cobbled together that shoots. I would call them harpoons, but that's not quite the right scale. They're a little bit smaller. But so he's probably trying his best just to keep his head above water with that in his hands, kicking for dear life.
Alright. Let me see. I need to move this light gun. All right. So you have a melee range weapon?
No, it's essentially a shotgun. I'm calling it a pneumatic bolt thrower.
Okay, if you want. Sorry, my roll 20 is like bugging out on me a little bit. You can fire. Some of those sharks are probably within near range of you. The two kind of surrounding you at the top.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and try to aim the best he can at one of them, and he'll take a shot.
Alright. Alright, let me pull up Sharky's defense here. Oh, he ties you. So you take a shot, but being half submerged in water and trying to tread water to shoot bolts is a little bit too difficult. It goes wide on him. Alright, Titan, you're up.
Is there a certain distance I can only move? Or is it just narrated?
It's a little bit narrated, so you can move essentially like one step normally. So there's close, near, and far. If you wanted to go close to near or near to close, you could do that in a single movement. It takes 3 movements to go all the way from near to far. So that one's a little bit more distance. So if you wanted to take a single movement, you could get to one of those 2 sharks that are kind of on either side of you.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Then I am going to move over here and swim over and trying to punch the shark in the face because I was woken up and I'm kind of grumpy.
Alright, punch the shark in the face. Go for it. Alright, let's see how he does. Oop, shark gets 4 hits on you. So you swim over there, sort of doing the long stroke to get to a shark, and you just try to punch him in the face, and he just swims past you and snaps at you with his teeth. Capsize, what do you want to do?
So I'm gonna be like floating on my back, and I'm gonna kind of like, just like probably drift back towards Sublime, and I have like this huge gun just laying on me, so I'm like half submerged, and I'm gonna aim it down towards where an acid spray went, and just pull the trigger.
Alright, perfect. Go for it.
Only one success.
You gonna stick on that?
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, for the stream, I'm gonna move these sharks closer, because it's having trouble picking them up. Alright, I will try to roll the Sharky's defense, see how he does. Can you describe your heavy weapon to us? What kind of weapon do you actually have?
So it's an RPK, so think like an X. So an AK would be big for me, but this is huge compared to my body, and it'd be pretty big if, say, like a human was holding it. So it's a little ridiculous.
Okay.
It's probably even more surprising that I'm actually in the water still above, but my strength is decent. So
you fire it, and like the blowback it just causes you to sink, and you go underwater, and half the shot kind of goes wide. Fantastic. Alright, we get around to Shark's turns. Let me do a roll here. Alright. And I cannot number today. Okay. So this shark, the one that is attacking, or has been acid streamed, kind of swims off far and starts moving out of range as it has been greatly hurt, and then it swims sort of back around and grabs this woman. She is your crewmate, Amy. And he grabs her and just grabs her by the leg and starts trying to pull her underwater. Her head submerges down, she's in a struggle, she's clearly got a big grasp on her. This one is attracted to the great sound that it heard, and it will swim over and try to grab Capsize. Where's this guy? There we go. Go ahead and give me your defense roll. Alright.
got 2.
2. He's got, I believe that is 7 damage.
Seven damage.
So it'll first tick off your armor, and then once it gets through your armor, then it will start being applied to physical or stun, which would be physical in this case. Cool. So he bites down on your arm. Just like start worrying, move back and forth. This one similarly swims and goes toward your teammate, Petra. She is one of the bravest swashbucklers you have on your team. This one swims in and goes for Attila, who will try to punch it in the face. I will actually do his roll. Alright. They seem fairly evenly matched as the shark tries to bite Attila and Attila just punches it and the shark's trying to bite him again. This one will swim over and come for Mako. Vicious Feeding Frenzy. You guys would recognize these as Caribbean reef sharks. Alright, Mako, give me your defense. Do you want to describe how you defend yourself against a shark attack?
I feel like just unintentionally the butt of my gun just hits it in the nose as it tries to come up behind me. I'm not even aware of it's there. I just kind of like thrash around and flailing.
Excellent, excellent. Well, this one's going to go for Titan, as Titan just tried to punch it. It's going to try to bite him back. Fantastic. Titan, how do you defend against a shark attack?
It tries to bite me, and I just kind of push my hand out, and now I am riding in front of a shark, apparently.
Perfect. I was trying to get some interesting music up here, but it's a little dim on my... Okay, let's do the orc march. Let's see what that... Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, well, we'll be back around to Sublime. What do you want to do, buddy?
I was gonna like put one hand on Capsize's head and like temporarily dunk him underwater so that I can see over him and hit the shark with another acid.
Alright. You want to edge that?
Yeah, let's go ahead and post that.
Were you doing the shark you did before, or are you doing the one that's now attacking Capsize?
The one that's closest to us, the one that's attacking Capsize.
Sounds good. Alright, let me see what he's got for defense. Tied you at 3. Is there any glancing blow effects in this game, or is it still you have to beat it?
I don't believe so.
Alright. Well, since it's an acid attack, though, and you touched it, no damage, but it will eat through his scaly hide. Destroying his armor.
Sounds good.
Alright.
And then I'll let go of Capsize so he can come back above water.
Okay. Mako, what do you want to do? Your move.
Mako, he'll start kind of floundering his way over to over to Capsize and Sublime, seeing them grouped together. Gonna yell out, probably a little bit breathless. I'm open to ideas if anybody's got one. And he'll try to turn around and temporarily just go underwater to get a cleaner shot at the shark.
Alright. I believe you take a -1 penalty when you submerge underwater. We can ignore that for now, because I think you were doing it more for thematic reasons. So go for it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how Sharky does. Alright, you get 3 net hits on him.
A damage code for that is 9p.
Ooh. Alright, 9p. He's got 2 armor, and I think the rest will go all straight to physical then. Alright, Titan, you're gonna be up. You successfully shoot a shark, my good friend.
Alright. I am going to fire pre-edge the attack roll because this thing tried to bite me, and now I want to knock its teeth in.
So yeah, if you sort of pre-ed the attack roll for this, it will count 4, 5s, and 6s as successes.
Plus
Yeah.
1 dice.
Alright, that's alright. You got, looks like 4 hits?
4.
Alright. Which one were you doing? Oh, the one that was punching you. Yeah, that makes sense. When you were trying to be punched. Alright, let's roll him up. How's he doing? Alright, you get 1 net hit on him.
It's 4p.
4p, you say. Alright. That will take most all of his armor as you punch his scaly eyes and bruise his nose. Is it stun damage or physical?
Killing hands, I can declare either, so physical.
Ah, perfect. Alright then. So it shall be. Alright, Capsize, back to you. There is a shark in front of you trying to eat you.
Well, first I pop out of the water and go as Sublime dunked my head.
He did.
I probably mutter something and spit out some water, and I'm gonna put my gun right next. It got on my arm, so I'm gonna put my gun right over that and start firing into the shark.
Go for it. Alright, let's see how he does.
Only I could attack sharks with my mind. We
No, but you got
we don't
it right on
add
him.
net. Do we add net hits to damage, or if not, it's just 8 damage?
Yes, for a
8p.
normal weapon like you're using, I believe you do add the net hits.
Okay, so that'd be 9p.
Alright. Guys are ruthless to sharks.
Capsize, don't ask for techno sharks. That's a rookie mistake.
No,
Being a whole nother
I
world.
don't know that they're techno sharks, but they're definitely techno dolphins, and we'll keep that in mind for later.
But asking for them is how you get techno sharks to be a thing.
It's true, I'd homebrew these sharks for this.
You can blame me later. We will.
Alright, the shark, the exceptionally wounded, is still got a hold of Capsize's arm, is gonna give him another go, try to bite down really hard, he's gonna try to pull you under. That didn't roll the dice that it should have, because it's not counting for wound modifiers. Sad face. It's okay. The last one didn't count, so you got 2 net hits.
It's not dragging me anywhere.
Alright, he's not dragging you anywhere. That's the wrong thing, but that's okay. This shark over here that was originally damaged by acid pulls Amy underwater and disappears with her. Alright, the one who's going after Tilla fails. Raoul's gonna try to shoot the shark. He succeeds. The shark will take some damage. He just fires at him with a crossbow that he has on hand. Alright, the one's gonna go for Mako. Oh, sorry, Titan. Titan. You can't change names as fastly. Go for it, Titan. Give me your defense roll as the shark tries to bite at you again. It's going to nom 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 eat you. He gets 1 net hit, that'll be 7p, unless you want to edit.
Nope.
Alright. That one that went after Mako is going to dive. It is actually, no, let me make a roll for it.
And actually, if we were adding net hits, it would have been the 3 additional damage on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did not add net hits on that last attack.
somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you had 3 net hits. And we'll look that up later. We're gonna play now. All right, and then yeah, he's gonna sink and disappear back into the water out of fear because he is nearly dead. You're just covered in shark blood everywhere. You fire into him. That's all the sharks. So we're back to Sublime.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a spirit. Figure I'm as close to the water as I've ever been. May as well see if a spirit of water wants to show up and aid me.
Perfect. Do you have your stats for that, or do you want me to look them up?
I was gonna roll to summon it and then pull up the stats. So no, I don't have them handy at the moment.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I intend to make character sheets for them at some point, but I didn't get to it today. So.
Okay, then because of a Spirit Whisper quality, I can go ahead and reroll 2 failures. Alright, so a total of 4 successes. I'm not actually sure. I think they defend.
I was double checking that right now to make sure. Oh, okay. We will. How powerful of a spirit were you wanting to go for? Kind of medium power? Powerful?
Yeah, nothing super powerful. Medium power sounds
Alright.
like a reasonable power level.
Alright. Well, you get 1 service as a water spirit shows up.
Okay.
That's still how that works. Let me find you a cool spirit icon. How about a turtle? How do you feel about turtles?
Turtles are cool.
I mean, it's a
Turtle.
little inappropriate because it's actually a tortoise and should actually be on land, but it hears you.
Well, maybe that means there's land nearby.
And it
The sign.
swims out of the ocean and picks its head up. How can I help you today, sir?
So we would like to not be eaten by sharks. Would you please assist us in dispatching of them?
Okay. And he swims off and what would you like your spirit turtle to do?
I actually just remembered what I actually summoned it for. But that's okay. I will have it. Who's currently being eaten? Titans
Mako, or sorry,
Kinda got one.
Yeah, Capsize is being attacked. Mako just dealt with his. Titan is in an epic fist fight with his shark.
Yeah, I think he'll swim up there.
Yeah, so you did see your teammate Amy disappear into the water. The shark bit her and dragged her down.
That's what I said oops for, because my original intention was to summon a spirit and have him go try to, tug a war with Amy, get her back up here. But the tortoise probably doesn't know that that's happening. So I think helping out Titan's probably reasonable.
All right. Help out Titan. It sounds like a plan. All right, go on over, Spirit. Roll up your
How's that?
attack.
You have
got
control
him?
of it. I do not at the moment. I'm
That's okay.
surprised at how many references of the word water are in the book as I try to quickly search filter the word water.
Okay. We'll come back around to the spirit on the NPC turn then. Mako, what do you want to do?
Mako is going to kind of throw himself up out of the water, take a deep breath, and go back down again, so he gets another clean shot.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take a shot at the one that's attacking our crew member down here.
All right, go for it.
I'm not sure what range you want to call that.
That would still be. It would still be near.
Okay. Just the one.
Just the one. Well, let's see how Shark does. Alright. Shark gets 4. They're a wily creature.
He sees it coming from a mile away.
He does. He just swims in circles. If only they were on Kamikaze. Titan, back to you, man. You're in an epic fist fight with a shark. I don't think you've. No, you did hit it. And
I did hit the shark.
yeah, it's looking
Now,
fairly
I-
wounded. You bloodied its nose and everything.
I now have a platform in the form of a turtle. Well, how big is the spear? Let's start there. Can I climb on top of it and
Yeah.
use it as a jump?
I would say I think this is one of the things that particularly plot points are good for, right?
Yeah. All right.
But
Well,
yeah,
I
no,
guess
you
I'll
can.
use.
We don't have to worry about that right now. You could climb on top of the turtle. I'll say, yeah, it's big enough. You give it that look, and it looks back at you, and then it just grows in size a little bit.
Well, how about this? Since it's my spirit, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a plot point to take the most simplest action you can. Live dangerously.
Okay.
So with his thematic description of how he wants to attack this thing, I want to add a glitch die to his roll, and then the results of that will determine how either amazingly successful or how disastrous it could potentially be.
Okay, perfect.
Oh shit! I was supposed to roll my bad luck too.
Did you edge?
Yes, I pre-edged
well, go
that
ahead
punch.
and roll your bad luck now, and then we'll also. All right, so your bad luck is okay. You can hold on to that for now. Go ahead and do your attack, and then you want to do just a separate like 1d6 as the glitch dice to see what happens.
All right, so I'm going to climb up on this turtle and use it as a launching board and elbow drop this shark.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, go ahead and just roll a 1d6 as the glitch dice. Alright, nothing too good, nothing too bad. So your attack can succeed. So you climb up on the turtle, you try to elbow drop off the turtle into the shark. You just, it moves really fast past you and just goes into the water. But it still looked cool.
Cannonball!
Perfect. Capsize, we're on to you, good sir.
So I like to think that I haven't let go of the trigger as this thing still has my arm, and I'm just firing into it.
It's wildly okay. One net it. Now let's see.
Yep.
Let's see if this counts. It should only roll 5 dice. It does not. It rolls 8, so it's not
That's
taking.
fine.
Even though it tells me
That's fine.
it should be. Yeah, it's still got 1 net hit, so you got a glancing blow on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this sheet afterwards.
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing it.
Cool. Yeah, it gives me on the little roll thing. It says it should only roll 5 dice, but then it rolls 8. It's a liar. Okay.
Oof.
How dare they?
Yeah, that's okay. We'll customize them and fix it, help them out. Alright, I'm gonna roll some dice here for your teammates to see how they're doing. Alright, she successfully, what was her name? The swashbuckler Petra successfully staves above water. Oh, no, though. Attila goes under, disappearing with the shark. As it grabs hold of his leg and it starts dragging him under. Alright. This Raoul is going to turn and fire at said shark over there. Who is currently being elbow dropped potentially by Titan. He shoots and a miss, unfortunately. The one that's going after Eel Capsize is going to try to bite at him. Alright, Capsize.
I think I can do this. Yes.
Yes, you successfully. You're just firing all willy-nilly, and the shark's just got a hold of you and is grabbing at you and worrying, but neither of you appear to really be getting anywhere. Alright, is that all my sharks? Oh, nope, that shark's gotta go. I think he hasn't tried to bite a Titan yet, right? So, that one's gonna try to bite Titan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's bitten at me twice, so if this is the third time.
I think this is the third time. Alright. One net hit, that'll be 7p.
You did 7 PPs.
Yeah, well. my system
What a
seems to be
barrage of
double
attacks.
typing everything.
I am down to 3 armor.
Alright, your armor is exceptionally wounded.
So am I.
Oh, so I forgot you've literally the armor of a building.
Did you get your things for your turtle?
I did. I'm ready to go ahead and make an unarmed attack
Alright.
against that shark.
Make an unarmed attack against the shark. Oof. Did you summon a spirit of water?
Yeah, Spirit of Water.
So I don't think this is a thing on his sheet, but I would say roll 2 more dice as it is, or re-roll 2 failures. That is, it is in its element.
All right. That made me realize that he has amps that I was looking at to see what those did.
Oh.
Here are 2 more dice. All right, that is 3 hits.
Alright,
This is a normal defense.
so he gets 1 net hit on said shark. The little turtle manages to bite him on his tail fin.
All right, that'll deal 4 stun.
4 stun. Alright. I'll give him a wound modifier. 4 sharky shark. I think we're back around to Sublime.
Yeah, I'm gonna start shouting. Attila's gone under. Attila's gone under. I saw that, right? He wasn't
you
too
guys
far from
definitely
me.
saw him, yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask the turtle to see if it can't save him, pull him up, or
Ooh.
kill the shark.
Didn't you have only 1 service on your turtle?
So no, unless we want to do services, that's not how it works. Getting net hits allows me to have the spirit until the normal conditions where a spirit would leave, such as dusk or dawn.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it just essentially gives it a length of time.
Yeah,
Alright. Alright.
yeah. They don't get bogged down with services and things like that.
Perfect. That sounds fantastic. Alright, turtle spits out a piece of tail shark and swims down. Have the turtle do... Does he have athletics or combat? Whichever he's got.
His skills is astral combat, close combat. He also does have an elemental attack, which I just saw.
That'll work. You could do an elemental attack or a close combat. Either one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have him try to do an elemental attack. Of course, he doesn't actually have the sorcery skill, but all of his other skills are 3, so I'll assume
Yeah,
that
I
it's
think
supposed to just be
3 is a fair one.
3 plus willpower, which is how everything else works. And then this is defended with your agility plus logic, so it's still a normal defense roll. So yeah, that's probably just supposed to be
Yeah.
close combat.
That sounds right. Hey, that one rolled correctly. Interesting.
Yeah, I was going to ask. It looks like maybe your melee attacks are rolling correctly too. I'm keeping. Well, we'll have to theory craft it later, but
Well, you got 3 net hits on him.
yeah. So that'll deal 11 stun.
11 stun. Oh man, that is impressive. All right, let's see if this shark. Actually, that will just completely knock out the shark. So the shark lets go of Attila and spits him out, and you see this like
It's just
big burly gurgling half-bald elder human like comes swimming back up and spits out water.
yeah. The water where Attila had gone under. I mean, while it's probably thrashing a little bit just because of the conditions we're in, like there was just like enough force applied to that area that the water actually like sunk a little bit, and then that's just kind of pushed the shark off of Attila violently, just throwing it deep into the ocean, and then with the gust of water letting Attila resurface.
Fantastic. Alright, that was Sublime, so Mako, your turn.
Mako's, I think, taking 2 shots at this fucking shark, and it hasn't gone down yet. So he's taking a third and kind of lining it up and seeing if he can put it out, kind of knowing the numbers are starting to swing their way.
Alright.
And nope.
Ooh, ouch. No, not so much. Alright. Just whiff. Titan, go for it.
Why won't this shark die?
How are you attacking him this time? Narrate your actions.
I am going to continue to punch at him since my elbow does not work.
Alright, get one net hit.
4p.
4p, alright. You bust again, you hear it crack as you've clearly broken something inside the shark. And it kind of flops to one side for a bit before swimming back right. Capsize.
The continued struggle of me and the shark, locked in a fierce battle.
Locked in fierce battle. That's what you might try clubbing it with your weapon.
Yeah.
Can capsize shark be a baby reef shark?
Capsize a baby reef shark. You mean make his little icon a little bit shorter than the rest of them? He's just a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just so like while this epic battle is raging on, the
It's actually
same
just-
scale of battle is raging on with the capsize in the shark.
Absolutely.
Just because of the two tiny things, but
Yeah,
you
proportionally,
can't really
it's
zoom
just
in
a
and it's
stage
very
shark.
epic, but when you zoom out, it's just two tiny things going at it in the water.
You say two
Uh,
tiny things, but you have a gun that's larger than you right there. I mean,
Yeah. So that'd be 9p.
9p. Alright, perfect. I think that's enough to kill your shark. Yeah, you managed to get him this time and just explode his little sharky self all over you and everybody else. And
Oh, but we just got the shark's backstory.
you'll have to spin some
It was
edge
just
or
in
something
time.
to try to save it. You need a plot point to CPR the shark.
Dive in front of it.
Instead of killing it, we come to a mutual agreement, and I get to ride him. No, I blow its brains out.
Perfect. Alright, yeah, sharks are next. Shark stuff. Ooh, alright, the shark this time manages to get a hold of Petra and starts to drag her underwater. Who else we got left in shark stuff? I think we've
Titan.
just got the one with Mako still up here. Or sorry, Titan.
I was about to say.
I don't know why I really wanted you guys to switch names. Alright, give me a defense roll. He's got 2 hits. Did I give Shark's Edge? I did! Hell yeah, Sharks are rerolling failures. Let's see what he got.
Yeah.
3d6. Oh, but no, he got no more hits. Alright, he tied you. You and the shark are just now rubbing against each other and wrestling in awkward positions. I think that is all of our NPCs. Oh, Raoul could take a fire at the shark. We'll see. I think the shark is pretty wounded this time. Alright, he gets 2 net hits on him. Shark takes a little bit more damage, but he's still up. Alright, we're back around to Sublime.
Okay. So just as Attila resurfaces over my shoulder, was it Petra? Is that her name?
Yeah, Petra was the swashbuckler woman who just went under.
What was her general attitude on the ship?
She seemed like she was in a battle frenzy. She is an orc. She is mostly armed in blades usually. And she, like, Attila pretty much had to drag her over the edge to get her out. Since she's
Okay.
been in the water, she's just been unhumanly quiet. It's really uncomforting.
I will thank my spirits. That was great. Again, I gotta like send them the image of Petra. See if I can't play whack-a-mole with my friend. Well, reverse whack-a-mole with my friends.
Perfect. Alright.
So he'll do a another attack against that shark.
For the one for Petra this time, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes, the new shark.
Swims
Ouch,
over
only
this
one hit, though.
direction and dives
Oh, wait.
underwater.
Oh yeah, no, just the one hit.
It's the one hit. Alright, let's see.
I will be a team player and let you use one of my points of edge.
Ooh, there you go.
All right. Perfect. Well, maybe let's see. Very helpful.
Oh yeah, that
Thank
is
you.
exceptionally helpful. 4 hits now. Alright, let's see how
Oh, is he
Shark
supposed to be
does.
rolling? He's supposed to be rolling +2 as well, right? For
Yeah, for being in his environment. Oh, you could reroll
Element,
2
element.
failures. Reroll 2 of your failures. Alright, so that's 1 more net hit.
all right.
So that's 5 in total versus 3, so you get 3 net hits.
3 net hits is another 11
Oh.
stun
Oh shit. Alright.
as the water churns and vortexes and hopefully spits a Petra back to the surface.
It does not. Nope. There is still this silence over there when you look, like the water is undisturbed underneath the ocean, so you don't see Petra yet. Alright. Smako, what do you want to do?
Mako will start seeing that Titan is up there kind of thrashing over there and trying to elbow drop the shark. He'll kind of move towards him a little bit, try to support him. I don't know if there's like a melee teamwork in this, or if I'd be better off just taking another shot with my gun, or...
I think there are teamwork tests. Can look that up really quickly. Somebody knows it off the top of their head.
This be a good spot for the first break.
Almost. Let's if you can make it. If you want to go ahead and take a break, you can. We're almost to finish.
I'll go ahead and... Let's say, I don't know, just go ahead and
Page
shoot
39.
my firearm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a normal, it is a normal, like, teamwork test. You roll yours, and then any hits will become additional dice for the player taking the lead on the test up to the maximum of the leader skill. So, you can absolutely teamwork test somebody.
Alright, so not stellar. I flash around and really just try to keep myself above water for a minute, but I kind of lash out at the shark.
Alright, and that was for the one attacking Titan?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, Titan, you'll get an extra +1 on your attack. Which is your turn, sir.
I would like to know if it's unarmed combat to grapple the shark. I am tired of trying to punch it, and I'm going to try and choke it out.
Yeah, you can absolutely do unarmed combat to grapple it. Get a +1.
I feel like I was just bait so you could get around to the side of the shark now.
Just pushing the shark
There you go.
closer to him. My shark is very hurt. Alright, 4 net hits on your attack. Just grab him, get him in a headlock, and start squeezing.
Yeah, so that would be 7p.
Ooh. Not even stunned? 7 physical?
Yeah, so I just try and kill the shark, snap its neck.
Alright. It is still alive. It's struggling, but it's struggling like very barely letting any life into it. And you get it in a headlock and you're just squeezing tight. It's just this little tail just flapping, but it's getting slower and slower by the second. Capsize, what do you want to do? You've killed your baby shark.
It was a full-size shark. Thank you very much. It was bigger than me.
I believe somebody decided it was narration made it small.
No, that's what I would say. I guess I'm gonna like look around in this direction and not see anything, and then I'm gonna probably turn and see that Titan is still fighting one, and I'll just be like, "You better look out!" And I'm just gonna start firing like near the tail where Titan isn't.
Okay.
Were you threatening the shark or warning Titan?
Maybe both. You're not
like he was
up to
threatening
the imagination.
Titan. Yeah. How do you feel about
I was
your
so tempted
teammate
to
Titan?
watch for a glitch.
I mean, he's so tall and big, you're so short. What's your feelings about your teammate over there? Your crewmate?
He makes a good table. Good question.
I didn't know he was a carpenter.
He himself makes no. I think, he's good at being tall, and I'm good at, everything else, so
Alright,
he's good to have
compliments
around.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely tell you, I have always wondered what it would be like if I stuffed you in a cannon, just to see if you'd survive.
I probably would have talked to you about that, and probably agreed with you to some extent that that would be very interesting to try.
We could totally make that work.
Okay.
Stay focused. We're being eaten by sharks.
I'm not.
Alright, yeah, this shark got you. You glancing below it, but at least you managed not to shoot Titan in your process.
It was the warning, or the threat, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, this is a good point.
That was just a warning shot for both of them.
Alright, let's see. Oh, the shark's gonna try to get free. It doesn't appreciate this whole grapple nonsense. Go ahead and roll me just your strength, Titan, to see if it can break out.
I'm just gonna roll close combat because it's the same number.
Perfect. That works for me. Alright, you managed to maintain your grasp on the shark as it tries to break free. It is not an escape artist, unfortunately. I think that was all of the oh, there's that shark there. It's in battle still with your... beneath the waves with the turtle spirit. I will totally add him up here. He is going to... do this. Ooh, absolutely. You guys see where Petra went under, just blood floating to the top of the water. Alright, we are back around to Sublime.
Let's keep trying to save Petra. So I have my spirit do his elemental attack.
Alright.
Their elemental attack. Its elemental attack.
It's elemental attack.
Six hits. Oh wow, I needed them.
Yeah, alright, 3 hits.
3 nets. That's still 11.
Alright.
Stun.
Alright, pretty soon you see a unconscious shark like bob back up to the surface. And with it like comes probably grabbing hold of your turtle for help comes Petra. There's blood all over her sword. And she is other than probably there's some blood around her, and but she's got a very stern, almost angry face, like somebody who enjoys the thrill of combat. Is probably coming down from some sort of rage.
I was gonna be really upset if she said I stole her kill.
She maybe glares at you with that look in her eye.
Yeah, I'll just glare back like you needed help, but that's just what my eyes say. I don't dare speak it out loud.
Raul, in the meantime, has swam over it. He's like got kind of an arm as best he can around Attila, who looks like he's becoming rather pale. Mako, it's your turn, sir.
Mako's going to continue his attempts to kind of distract the shark so that Titan can get in for the killing squeeze.
Alright. I think you're just stroking the shark lightly. Just...
At this point, I'm probably about to drown.
He only wants to kill you. Shh.
Yeah, you
Just
going
let
under
go.
soon?
It's okay.
You feeling a little fatigued? You've been swimming too long?
We'll blame it on that, yeah.
Alright, Titan.
9 whole seconds.
9 whole seconds, yeah. Titan, go ahead.
I'm gonna try and pop its head off.
Oh man, that's ruthless. Oh,
Well, he's done it before to people.
Nope, it seems like the gentle caress of your teammate might be rousing it back to action. It's getting excited again.
I feel like its Titan doesn't know where its head starts because it's all just one long thing.
He hasn't quite figured out where the head at, so
Yeah,
he's
where's
just
the
kinda
neck?
rushing it.
Can't
Usually
find the
the-
shark's neck. They said it was right above the shoulders.
Capsize. It's your turn again.
I'm gonna use the body of my kill as Oh shit, that thing's flopped on its belly, right? Or
Yeah,
is it
no, it's
still
falling
seem
over.
active?
Yeah, it's just like hovering there in the water and blood just.
I just shoot at the body at this point. Just open fire on that unconscious shark.
Which? Oh, the one over here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna roll defense, so yeah. What's your damage? Go ahead. Yeah.
Just shit. That's 9p.
Oh damn. Okay, yeah. You just riddle it full of holes.
It was a threat, clearly.
It clearly was.
It was just playing possum.
Alright, the one Mako's guy's gonna try to break, or Titan's guy's gonna try to break free again. Oh man, don't even worry about it. You succeed. Alright, it's back up to you, Sublime.
I'm gonna swim, if I can, swim over to Attila and see if I can't help. Sorry, who was our other crewmate there?
Attila is a big bald guy, and Raoul has kind of a ponytail and shaved on either side.
Gotcha. And who is he to us?
He's another one of your crewmates. He's a Puerto Rican. You guys have probably been with him for a year or so, for anybody who's been on the ship for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swim over and see if I can't help Raoul get Attila's head above the water.
Okay. Yeah, you can help support him if you want. It's obvious that he is missing, or not completely missing, but has a massive chunk out of one of his legs, right where the shark has bitten him. He's kind of losing blood. I don't know if you have any medicine or healing seals or anything.
Let me double check. Let me double check really quick. I don't. Do I? No, I don't. But I might. So I'm going to, or no, I guess I won't waste it. I will just sort of look at him and tell him with a kind of a sly grin on my face. I'll be like, yeah, I guess that heal spell would have been a good purchase. It's okay. Hang in there. We're gonna get you out of here.
Okay. To do that. You can also spend a plot point to do first aid, I believe. Typically, I think that's more meant for yourself, but you could use that here.
Yeah, I'll opt in for that.
All right.
I don't want Attila to bleed out.
All right. Start pulling off what little like scraps Raoul has on his shirt, and you just start like trying to do like a makeshift tourniquet onto Attila's lumpy leg.
Yeah, to try to get the wound to stop pumping blood. We don't need to be attracting any more of those things.
Oh yeah, the water is full of blood at this point between all the dead sharks and your crewmates and whatnot.
Right.
It's okay, I'm sure it'll be fine. Won't attract krakens or anything, or techno sharks. Mako, go ahead.
Bring the techno sharks.
So Mako's going to put up his legs and push off Titan to move himself back just a little bit, and then level his bolt thrower and hunk another chunk of metal at this thing.
All right, go for it. There, that's much better. Shark defense? Oh!
This stupid fucking shark.
You guys quit playing with the shark.
you just
No,
pierce
he's
through
my
its,
friend.
You just pierce through its fin, but it doesn't seem to be bothered too much by this at this point.
The shark's on Kami.
The shark might be on Kami. Titan, go for it.
Titan should have clearly taken a hula hoop. His items. So you could have train the shark to jump him.
At this point, we just start using animal handling to train it. I am just trying to squeeze the life out of this thing still.
Alright, do it. That's a solid roll. 4 dice, 4 hits. It's only rolling 4 dice. We'll see how it does.
He found the neck.
You
It
found the next-
almost got 3 hits.
Should add a glitch dice to poor Sharky Shark. That's okay. Go ahead. What is your damage code, sir?
It would be 7p.
7p. I believe that is. Yes, that is enough to suffocate the shark. It slowly goes limp in your arms.
Excellent. And now I have a raft.
Alright, I think that is all of our current shark problems. We've got Attila stabilized. We are good to go. So, yeah, if you guys want to take a quick break here, we can do that.
Yeah, let's take a quick minute.
Alright,
Yeah,
take a
sure.
5
Make
minute
a
break.
coffee.
We'll be back soon, guys.
Yeah, we didn't die in the first scene.
Was that a concern?
I only had 2 boxes of armor left, but
I'll say it's always a concern.
May I please have 6 additional character sheets?
Oh, for all your spirits? Yeah, you can do that. I'll make you those.
I probably don't need Spirit of Fire, but I may as well make one just so that you have it too.
Is that where your bane is from?
Yeah, I figured that made the most sense.
Yeah. You're a water-loving fellow.
Although Beast would be kind of fun to have a disdain for.
Beast would feel very appropriate after what just happened here, right?
Yeah.
It's always gonna be a shark every time.
Yeah, I'll do Beast. Fire's boring. Plus, there's a really cool picture on page 138 of what I assume is a Spirit of Beast.
The jaguar thing?
Yeah, it's like the Jaguar
Yeah.
over top of the person. Also, if you zoom in really far on Capsize's token, it looks like Will Wheaton.
He does have a little bit of a Will Wheaton look, but with a beard.
Yeah, like a full bush beard, but it's definitely Will Wheaton.
Alright.
Spirit of Men get to add glitch die to rolls. That's kind of cool. Without it costing a plot point.
Is it considered an accident power?
Yeah, it's the accident critter power.
Back.
It's dangerous. The accident critter power in this regard could potentially be a helpful thing if they get a 6.
We took all the time to set up this table, and I'm tempted to copy my other table and reset it all up because I have so much more stuff since when I copied this table. Got so
Yeah.
many more maps and things.
For the maps, it'd probably be worth it, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, fantastic. Let's see here. I think Sublime, if you would like, you can have a plot point back for some good narrations you did and saving your crew members.
You cut out, but I heard something about saving my crew members.
I said you could have a plot point back for saving your crew members and some good narrations you had there.
Cool.
Narration like the sea. This chopper.
Alright. Is everybody back? We got Sublime, I heard Titan, Mako, you here?
Mm-hmm.
Capsize? Of course not. He's waiting. He's got coffee to make. Alright, so you guys float in the water. Your very injured teammate. You can check out Petra. She has a very large wound in her side as well, where the shark bit her. But she's got like titanium bones and whatever, and all these different augmentations. So she's not nearly as hurt as say Attila was. It's more of a mild inconvenience and injury than it is life-threatening. Raoul, for the most part, seems unharmed, a little wounded from the battle previously, but not from right now. And after what seems like forever, though it probably is not more than 20 minutes or so, you see a ship in the distance. It is approaching in your general direction, not necessarily headed straight for you, but it is going to kind of pass by your way. It is at far range over there.
We make out any insignias or details about the vessel? May I roll perception?
You may. One moment, good sir. Let me look at something. You can roll perception. It will be a -3 due to the darkness and the distance. Ooh, perfect though. With the negative, you still got 5 hits. You do spot it is flying the flag of the New Republic of Cuba. It appears to be, you can guess, probably a civilian vessel. You don't see anything of military insignias or anything of that nature. It is running with very low lights on it. It doesn't have anything more than it would need just to move and progress, but otherwise it seems like it's almost kind of not completely dark stealth, but trying to go a little bit more unnoticed.
I will shout out New Republic.
I don't give a frag who they are. Let's just flag them down and get out of here.
How do you suppose we go about doing that?
How far are they?
They are far distance.
Cool. Now, I feel like I can do something with my mind to maybe get into this. Be like, giving them a ping or something, and be like, oh, here, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a thing you can do. You can roll your hacking skill to try to hack
I
over
will.
there and send them a message.
That's exactly what I'll do. Wow, yeah.
Alright. You can edge that.
I was
if you
gonna,
want. Yeah, go for it.
yeah, I was gonna edge that. Damn. Hi.
Alright, you try really hard, you concentrate on it, but it seems like you just can't break through that firewall. Were you trying to hack the systems on the ship?
Yeah, I was trying to get something like a message to the ship.
Okay.
I guess if that doesn't work, I'll just be like, damn, stupid, and then I'll try to focus. Maybe is there a comm link or anything that might not
Yeah,
That might be
absolutely.
an easier target.
You can see some personas of people that would be in and around the ship in the Matrix.
Excellent. I will send them a message. Or try to.
Okay. Alright, let's try. Oh, I'm sorry, good sir. You're too waterlogged. It's all in your eyes, and
Yeah.
coding right now is not working for you.
Damn. Guess I like look up the Sublime. I'm like, stupid water, damn boat, can't get a signal.
I just grunt at you.
We still have the water spirit.
You do, I believe. So for the narrations, I think they still go down at like midnight or whatever, right? Or sunrise.
Sunrise and the other one,
Yeah, sunset.
dusk and dawn.
Yeah, that's
How fast does that swim? That turtle swim? Can it get us to the ship?
Could get me there.
Well, as long as you get one of us there.
How do we feel as not a character? Like, what's the New Republic's opinion on people of our stature?
of piracy.
Of piracy, I mean they
short
are
joke.
they in general with crime in particular for Cuba. They, as long as you don't hurt tourism, they have a pretty open crime syndicates and things like that, and it's all kind of the cops are often bribed and on the take, and as long as it's not hurting that. So there is a well-known captain of the guard who will kind of what would we say? They make a token effort to look like they're dealing with pirates, but rarely is it a real effort. You know, probably as many people in City Hall have connections to gingerbread as, as anyone else. So you may have to pay a fee or potentially do something to gain some favor or something, but you don't think you would immediately be arrested or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give another look at the ship, noticing again that the lights are low and that they're clearly not trying to get any attention. But we'll ask my spirit to help me swim over there.
Alright. Grab onto your spirit and start swimming over there very quickly. Attila will yell at all of you like, "Damn men, swim for the boat!" And he'll start kind of like, he's kind of just half like moving one arm, while Raoul's trying to keep his head above water. So he's lost a lot of blood, but you guys can start swimming that way if anyone wants to give me swimming checks. Your athletic skill, if anyone asks.
Do I get any bonuses for riding the shark?
No, I think that might help you float, but I don't know if it's gonna make it easier to swim.
I'll sit on the shark and use my assault rifle as a paddle. I don't have swimming, so would it just be
It's
strength?
athletics. Yeah,
It's
it would be agility. Otherwise.
Agility.
Do you want my spirit to make one, or do you want me to make it with some modification?
Go ahead and do yours with, we'll say, +2, since you're using your spirit to speed you along, like movement. Ooh. The gnome paddling a shark is doing better than you and your spirit, my friend. I'm sorry. Alright, so you guys all start trying to kind of swim in that general direction of where the ship is. Mako and Titan being really athletic and strong, doing really well, swimming neck to neck. Sublime, who got a good head start, is slowly kind of being caught up by his teammates. And Capsize, paddling his shard, is making way. Raoul and kind of dragging Attila halfway is the last of all of you. Your other teammate, Petra, keeps pace in the back to watch, kind of guard them from any possible shark attacks from behind. You're not sure you're gonna make it though before the ship kind of would lose sight of you. Let's see what we got. Let me look at sheets. What do we got here?
Oh, it's not going towards us.
It's going kind of. It'll be like sort of parallel of where you are. It's currently, you know, farther back than you guys are, more south, and then it's going toward the north. Just looking up some dice pools. Oh, what we got here?
On what page of Anarchy do I find stuff about the sprites?
Let's see.
Page 46.
There you go.
Thank you.
I think they may be listed and like statted out as one of the NPC areas. I would hope. Nope, they are not. Okay, ignore me. Fantastic. Let's see. I mean, we'll probably treat it a little bit like a spirit, and we'll just assume it has its skills will be 3+ logic. For now, we'll try to maybe about 8 to 10 dice for it. We'll try to fluff out a little bit better the sprites. From what I've been told,
Yeah.
the sprites are a little rough. Alright, so let's just think. What we got here? What's our knowledge skills and whatnot? What's our ideas for catching up to the ship or flagging it down?
I was gonna send a sprite to like maybe not wreck the engines, but maybe cause maybe a fault or like just fault sprites. Maybe slow it down a little.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
I mean, nobody has like a flare gun or anything, right?
That seems like it would be a good thing to have right about now. I have some fishing gear.
Could I spend a plot point to have a flare gun?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do that for now. Until I learn more about the equipment rules, we'll say you can spend a plot point to have a flare gun.
So when Sublime yells out, what was it earlier? How do you think we're gonna flag it down? Out of my synth jacket comes a little orange flare gun, and I level it at the horizon towards the ship and fire off a flare.
Alright. You fire off a flare, and a spotlight starts kind of searching back and forth in your general direction. And as you do, like Raul and Pedro both start kind of yelling as loud as they can and kind of waving one arm, you know.
Yeah, I'll join in.
Yeah.
Guys join in, and the ship kind of changes course and starts to come towards you. It's still a slow process. They were not moving or they were moving fairly quickly, and they have to change around and come back to you. But they do. It pulls up. It's a more modern style ship, meant to be very kind of sleek. The man who pulls you aboard is a big, burly orc gentleman. You guys can climb. He throws down a rope and climb up and grabs you, and he helps Attila. There are 2 other people on the ship. One is a human woman, and the other one is an elf male. They aren't wearing any sort of like pirate gear or anything similar to you guys. They are kind of dressed in random, like scuba gear, and yeah, they help you on board. The orc gentleman who helps you on board introduced himself as Michael. Yeah, so what were you doing out here?
Strangling sharks.
And he looks you up and down and realizes like several of you are covered in blood, or Attila, you know, has a big shark wound in his leg, and Attila's like, what he said? And like, I need to lay down, and like kind of Raoul like puts him off to the side. The human female like goes over and starts healing his leg with a magic spell. You see the flesh start to knit back together. Michael, the orc, looks back at you. And it's like, I would imagine you came out here for something more than just strangling sharks.
All I know, I was asleep in my bunk and the whole ship started going crazy. It was like I don't know what was going on, but we had to bail off and ended up out here in the middle of nowhere getting circled by sharks. I'm just glad y'all came around. And he'll kind of extend his hand to the guy and thanks.
I will take your hand and look at you. First, you look at you kind of suspiciously, and then take your hand and shake it. I'm like, we're out here hunting for something. Like, what ship did you come from?
What ship did we come from? What was the name of it again? Diablo?
Diablo Lito?
Yep.
You tell him you're from
The
the Diablo
Diablo.
Lito. Yeah.
I look at Attila.
Attila is kind of just laid back, his eyes nearly closed as he's getting his leg healed. He's just looks like he's relaxing from the pain. He has not been hearing your conversation.
Then I look at Capsize.
I like look at him and like, they're not gonna chuck us back in the water. We were on the Diablo Lito.
So you, what course was your ship headed? We're looking for it now.
Jeez, it could be anywhere. You ever see those weird trids about like the weird smoke weird smoke and then things start happening and there's maybe skeletons and undead things attacking the ship. Think that, but different. That's what happened to us, and then sharks happened, and now you guys happened.
Would I know the course, or could I make a survival check
Yeah.
as probably the ship's navigator?
Absolutely. Alright, yeah, 3 hits is more than enough. So you can start plotting the ship would headed more to the north and east from about where you are now. That was the direction it was originally headed.
With my knowledge of geography of the Caribbean, where would they be heading? What would be in that area?
Ooh. Very likely the direction that you were heading would be probably more toward Miami.
Okay.
Or somewhere generally around that lower portion of Florida.
Seems like they were heading to lower Florida for some reason.
Alright, and we have to get the cargo back that you pirates stole. We don't have time to turn this ship around. You stole a very important shipment, a very expensive shipment, from Mama Povre, and she will not appreciate it. We'll deal with you later. If you help us get it back, perhaps she might take some leniency on you.
Did you not hear the part where people are dying and coming back to life and killing one another? That ship is lost.
He'll just cross his arms and smile at you, kind of down, looking at you. And he's like I said, big burly orc. He's got a big shaved head. More people are going to die. We'll get that ship back. It's not lost yet.
Well, guess this will be your pirate crew for now.
Alright.
You did save us, so we owe you that much.
So you save your own skins. You don't piss off Mama without a lot of repercussions. And you will have noticed when you got on the ship, it's the Grandma 2 is the name of the ship that you just got on. And it changes its course. So the giant orc barks at the elf male, and the ship changes course to head off in the direction you would. So as you look again at the woman, she is the human woman who just healed Attila. She's got kind of light brunette hair, green eyes. She's wearing kind of a brown duster, and she's got some mechanical, or some tools and like a belt at her side. She looks like she's probably the ship mechanic and also somewhat of a magician because she just healed your teammate. She'll look at
What race was she? Oh, I'm sorry.
She's human. She's human. She is human. So she'll look at the rest of you after she's done kind of healing Attila and ask, it is not a big ship. It probably could fit twice as many people that are currently on it, but it's currently being manned by what looks like 3. Though as you kind of move around the ship, you realize there is a 4th, a rigger, who is currently piloting the ship in VR.
So this could be our ship if we want it.
You want to try? So the human woman, after she's finished healing Attila, will look at the rest of you and ask if does anyone else need help? Her hands are still glowing this like light white color.
If you think you can get the blood out of my jacket, I'd be appreciated. But other than that, I'm all right.
She kind
He
of
looks down at his jacket with a nice probably chunk out of it.
smiles. She's like, I'm good with equipment and I'm good with people, but laundry is not one of my strong suits.
Thought it was worth a shot.
Alright. Well, if none of you have taken physical damage and don't need her heal, she will kind of go relax. And looks like she's very intent on the course that they're going. The big orc has gone to join the rigger who has jumped in, and he is got a big, what do you got, like a shotgun? I think he's kind of prepping it, making sure it's loaded, checking over gear, things of that nature.
I don't need any healing, but I will extend a hand towards her and introduce myself as Sublime.
That's what, she will shake your hand and introduce herself. I am Thunder.
I'll give her a nod.
Alright. You guys got anything else you want to do while you're on the ship?
Yeah. Is there enough room on the ship to get a moment to ourselves, or are we kind of just always around these people?
Like I said, it's more of like a yacht. It is a yacht. It could easily hold like 20 or more people comfortably, but it's only being manned by 4 currently.
Okay. So yeah, when we get a second, sort of low tones, like what the hell are we doing? Why are we sailing back to that nightmare?
That's the way the boat's headed right now.
Because there's less sharks on this ship.
That about sums it up. Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitively less sharks on the ship, but there are demons where we're going.
So why don't we take this ship?
You want to take a ship out from under them after they just saved our lives? It's no telling how long we'd be out there if they didn't come by.
We're pirates. That's what we do.
I feel like that's asking for bad karma right there.
Well, we're just gonna go back onto the Diablolito, steal back what we just stole, and give it to them.
Well, it's not making money for us if it's staying on that damned ghost boat. Might as well help us now.
And he said they're gonna deal with us later. That's after we help them.
But that might be our ticket out of that trouble.
One trouble at a time.
We're always in trouble. Come on.
Kind of like scratch my head, thinking for a second, and then just reluctantly nod. Is Petra, Raul, or Attila with us?
Yes, Petra has. Raul is still kind of hanging out with Attila, who's kind of passed out now that he's gotten to a safe place.
I'll look at Petra and say, "Did you hurt any of them? Did you try?
Do you want me to?
Not these. Talking about before we jumped,
Oh,
before our ship was taken.
I've cut down at least one or two of them. I still don't
Did
know
they
if it was a
die?
mutiny or something else. Yes, they died.
That was something else. They didn't get back up.
No, the ones I killed did not get back up.
Okay, then
You guys can
they can be killed."
all roll me a memory check if you like. Alright, Mako and Capsize, you particularly remember. So first it was you, it seemed like the ones that you guys killed did not get back up, but the people that in the chaos that killed the enemies who managed to kill your team members were the ones who stood back up.
All right.
What even was that stuff? Zombie powder. Zombie powder.
Zombie powder?
Is that what? Is that what did this? I'm asking in character.
Don't you know the like wiggle my fingers at you like that kind of stuff? Like I'm all up here and I'm like tapping the side of my temple. I'm like, that's your ballpark. That's
Look at my hands for a second to see if there's supposed to be some sort of correlation to zombie powder in my hands, and then I don't know. I mean, yeah. Do I have any idea what it could be?
Yeah, just roll me a logic times 2 test.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. You've never seen it, or you've never seen it used just off the top of your head. When you start thinking about it, it's not something that is native or used, in the practice of Sanctuary that you've ever seen used. But if you encounter it, maybe you would have better luck identifying it or recognize it.
Okay. So I'll just sort of shake my head no and say, it's nothing I've seen before. But it could be what caused that to happen. And then once we bring it onto this ship, it'll happen here too.
Well, maybe these guys know what they're dealing with. I'm not sure we had any idea what the hell we picked up, but they seem like they're fairly confident they can deal with it.
I suppose we'll find out. And if not, I look over the side of the boat, back to the sharks.
Yay! More sharks.
More sharks.
we at least take like a raft from them this time.
That's a good point. Why don't you find out if they have any emergency rafts, Mako, just in case.
Mako will nod his head.
Okay. You want to go check out the raft situation on the boat?
Yeah, he'll kind of start scoping out the boat, and trying to get a look at like kind of how much horsepower its boat can put out. I mean, probably has a pretty good eye for what might be under the hood.
Yeah. Do you have knowledge care? Or do you have? Is it just engineering your active skill?
I have engineering as a active skill.
That's an active skill. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me your engineering. Okay. So yes, this is kind of a, even though it's meant to be more of a luxury yacht, it appears to be getting an exceptional amount of speed, given that it, has the rigger is currently jumped into it. You do know that it would have emergency flotation device on board, and you would know where those are located. Is there anything in particular else you wanted to know about it?
No.
Okay.
Any firearms to note? Big guns.
You don't see any just laying about, but you do see the ones that the elf is carrying one. He kind of holds it in a way, though you're not certain that he knows how to use it. He's got a hold of the shotgun that the orc had been loading and kind of prepping. You definitely see, then the orc has also got a katana laying next to him, and he is currently prepping and making sure a Yamaha Raiden is ready to go. The old assault rifle.
And then does that put their crew size at 4?
Their crew size does appear to be at 4, yeah.
Okay. Make sure I was noting the right people. Whew. Alright. This is as good of a day as any to die.
That is a fantastically optimistic way to go.
I'll oh gosh, where are my manners? And I'll have my spirit come back to me wherever it had wandered to. Fish in to like my soggy shirt pocket and pull out a dram of a reagent and say thanks for the save back there. They won't say thanks, but they appreciate it, and I'll give it the reagent and I don't know, pat him on his head or something.
Alright, he'll blink at you with little turtle eyes and slowly just walk over to the edge of the boat, give you a quick look back and a nod, and then dive in.
Yeah, I'll let him go back to doing what he was doing.
Alright. Anything else we want to do while we're looking around the boat?
At some point, Mako will wander up to the big orc and the rigger, assuming they're in the cabin, and kind of give a knock at the door.
Yeah, the big orc is sitting kind of outside the cabin door, as if I don't want to say that he's actively guarding it, but he's definitely made himself a barrier. So if you guys did try to get into there, he would stop you. But if you can walk up to him, and the door to the cabin is currently open, you see the rigger inside there. I said he's limp. He is currently jumped into the boat.
And Mako will look at the orc and say, I don't have a drink on me, but if I did, I'd sure offer you one.
Well, he'll give you kind of a smile, and it's like, I'll take you up on that afterwards. Don't do such things on the job,
Oh, you're a smart man. That's very professional. He'll kind of pat himself a little bit, almost as if he's checking his pockets. You say afterwards. What do you expect afterwards is, to be honest, we just got off that boat, and it was chaos, to say the least. I'm not exactly sure what the hell happened. You think there is going to be an afterwards?
Yeah, kind of like finishes loading the assault rifle, inserts the clip, and just looks at you. He's like, my word is my bond. I'll make sure there's an afterwards.
All right, that's fair. I'll tell you what, your word's your bond. If I help you, you make sure we get out of this all right, then. I'll watch your back if you watch ours.
He'll, give you just kind of a nod. It's like, we Can make that work.
Mako kind of extend his hand.
He'll look
It's
you
not
up
official till we shake.
And he'll look you up and down for a little bit, and then shake your hand. And he's got these. Doesn't have. Oh no, sorry. He does have like a custom like cyber arms. You realize after you kind of make contact with them, even though they've been fleshed out to look, real again, you can feel that kind of synth skin on them.
So while Mako is like actually shaking his hand, he'll take his other one and kind of like knock on the forearm of the big orc's hand to be like, "That's some nice chrome."
It gets the job done. You gotta invest when you're in this kind of work.
That's the truth. This y'all's boat?
So, got it for rent.
He'll kind of look around the deck. It seems to got quite a bit of horsepower. It's not just your standard yacht here. This isn't just a pleasure boat.
Well, we got some connections. We made some favors. Why are you asking?
Kind of wonder what we got on our side if it actually comes to blows on this. That boat, like I said, it's going to be chaos. We may need to get out pretty quick. I can take a look down on the engine, maybe get a little bit more horsepower out of it if we need to.
Look at you, and then he'll look over at, and he'll yell thunder, and he take him down there. He thinks he can get some more juice out of this little thing. She'll kind of heft like the wrench she's got on her belt. It's like, give it a try.
What was that name?
You can call me Thunder.
Thunder, all right. Name's Mako, and he kind of taps the this kind of the cyberware mohawk he has.
She kind of looks a little bit confused, like, I don't get it.
You know what? Never mind. Why don't we take a look at the engine?
Alright, she follows you, or leads you to like the engine deck. What do you want to do down there?
He's gonna look to, I don't know, maybe bypass some of the safeties and kind of get a little bit of horsepower out of here. Maybe get a little extra speed on the boat.
Alright, give me a old engineering roll.
I do have the gearhead talent, or shadow, or equality is what it is.
Quality, alright. What does that do for you?
It gets me another 2 dice when pushing the limits of vehicles, or pushing or performing difficult maneuvers.
That would definitely apply. Fantastic, go for it.
And actually, it didn't roll the extra 2.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just roll the extra 2. Oh yeah, you boost this thing up no problem. You want to describe how you do it?
So I think he probably takes the fuel injectors and maybe, like I said, bypasses the safety or opens them up all the way and is injecting. We're probably losing some fuel economy here, but surely making up for it at a massive boost to rough power.
Yeah, you hear kind of a shout come from the deck above whenever the rigger first gets kind of hit with this suddenly, but it sounds very excitable. He's thrilled.
I told you I could do it.
She gives you she kind of flips her wrench around, smiles, and gives you a wink. And Hardpoint's gonna have fun with that one.
Whatever gets us in and out of there as quick as possible. So at this point, Mako will head back up topside and kind of see if he can gather the team together again. See if they're still lounging about.
I think so. What's everybody else doing? Titan, what have you been doing up there?
I've been walking around the deck looking at places where I could punch holes in it if I needed to or wanted to.
I think you have something for that. Didn't you take a skill or something related to
I
structures?
took knowledge engineering.
Alright. You got 1 dice in knowledge engineering? Oh, you didn't know. Sorry, it's a knowledge skill. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, you can start identifying some weak points in case you need those later.
Escape routes through the floor.
Through the floor.
Cool.
What's Capsize been up to?
So Capsize has been like holding his gun up above his head and has been like shaking water out of it and has been like looking like just different parts of it. It's like I hate it when it gets wet. Oh, it's jammed. Like he's just been going through his gun trying to like dry it off at this point and try to drain all the water out.
Alright. Whenever she gets back up top, Thunder will tell you, I can help with that, and if you'll let her, she will, take hold of it, and you see, like, kind of, this, like, very purple, like, magic coming out of her hands and stretching towards the, your gun. If you let her, she's going to...
Yeah, I'll let her.
It just kind of encompasses the gun and gets in all the holes, and you see, like, water just kind of splash out of it. And she has been... The spell fixes the device.
Good, that saves me from yelling at Titan to get it all out. Can't get it over my head high enough to shake out all the water.
Fantastic. Mako, what have you been doing? Oh, sorry, not Mako. Sublime. I don't know why I'm having trouble with names tonight. Sublime. What are you up to?
Just working on probably fighting his own demons. Like looking all like sitting at the front of the ship, sort of watching where we're going. If anybody got close enough or took a look, you probably see he's got a a real shiny, like ornate steel flask in his hands. That he'll like very very occasionally like put it up to his lips, but is otherwise just kind of like holding it and fidgeting with it.
Alright. We will take our next quick break here, since we're kind of at a good scene to cut out. So everyone take a quick 5 and be back.
Yo, I think these